Hello everybody and welcome to another thought video. So, the day has come that for Godzilla X Kong the New Empire, which was released today and released a day early, which I saw it just yesterday with my girlfriend, Chrisberry99. If you want to subscribe to her channel, then click on the link in the description down below. And make sure to check out my short video that I did yesterday about me and my girlfriend going to the movies. And so here are my thoughts about Godzilla X Kong the New Empire with spoilers. Now, if you haven't seen the movie yet, when you get to the spoiler alerts in this video, if you haven't seen the movie, then pause the video and just leave right away. But if you have seen the film, you can watch the whole video with the spoiler alerts parts. So I just saw the film with my girlfriend, and I gotta say, this film is fantastic. I mean, it is a direct sequel to the last film, and this film is definitely a Kong story, or you could say a Kong film. I mean, because I know that the last film is more of a Kong story because it's more focused on Kong, and this one is definitely a Kong film because it's because of Scar King and the other giant apes and Mini Kong. I just like to call the little ape of it. And yes, so yeah, the movie is really great, and it actually hit at 98% of tomato because of Rotten Tomatoes website, and it's a huge popcorn hit. Speaking of popcorn, that I just got this from the movies yesterday, and this is a Godzilla Cross Kong popcorn cup, or you could say tray, whatever you want to call it. And I just love this because it has all the classic. It has the monster kaijus in it: Kong, Scar King, and Shimu, and Godzilla. Yeah. So I know everyone saw the trailer, and in the film, I know they brought back some of the characters from the previous film, and I know that the one character woman who was in the previous film, but it wasn't the same actress who plays her from the last film, but this is a different actress who plays her, who adopts the deaf girl who was from the last film. Yeah, but yeah, so the little girl was in the previous film, and now she's back in this one. And so yeah, and sadly that this film doesn't have Maddie in it from the two MonsterVerse films, King of the Monsters and Versus Kong. She wasn't in this film at all. I mean, it did brought back the podcaster guy from the last film, and he is kind of a funny character. Really, I just love his character so much, and now that's, and yeah, so I watched the film, and just I gotta say, like, let's talk about the characters. I mean, or should I say the monsters? I mean, Scar King. Scar King, he is a totally awesome kind of giant ape kaiju looking character. I mean, he is like the real king of the apes. I mean, he's like the leader of the Hollow Earth giant apes, and he just, I mean, let me tell you, this monster, he is just so evil. I mean, he's just in the film. I mean, which I'm about to get some spoiler alerts. So, and like I said, if you haven't seen the film and don't want to ruin the surprise, I mean, be sure to leave the video. And right away. If you haven't seen the film, then you can watch the whole thing. And so Scar King is definitely an evil kaiju in this. So, and he is the leader of the Hollow Earth giant apes, and sadly he actually killed some of them in the film, and he kind of almost killed the Mini Kong character, which name escapes me. Yeah, so, and there was this one moment that Scar King was making fun of Kong's metal tooth, which in the film in the beginning that Kong has a toothache, which was the bottom of his fang tooth was kind of sore and cut, and he has like a sore tooth, and then he went back up to the surface of Earth, and he was about to get tooth surgery, and he replaced his tooth with a big metal tooth that was this new character replaced it with, and he made for himself. And it's so cool. It's almost like Kong is going to the dentist sort of way. Yeah, and also, like, I know I only seen the film just one time, just once. I wish I'm thinking about going to see that film more and later and in a few weeks, and I'm about to maybe I will see it one more time or twice. Yeah. As far as I can remember of this film, I mean that why Kong got the Beast Glove. I mean, the reason why he got the Beast Glove, because when we saw the trailer of why he got the Beast Glove, I mean, we thought that Scar King broke Kong's hand. I mean, was fighting. Now we know why he got the Beast Glove. It's because of Shimu, the crystal fire, the ice monster character. I mean, and we learned that Shimo is the pet of Scar King. Yeah, so Shimo is like Scar King's ice dog. we just realized it, and yeah, so like Kong's hand was all like injured because of Shimu blows her ice breath on Kong's hand because the ice he gave him like frostbite on his hand. That's why it's almost like his hand is paralyzed and hurt, and because he has some frostbites on it. So yeah, and one of the funniest moments, I like the way how like Kong like travels with Mini Kong, that they actually travel together to find the place where the other giant apes are, and I liked how they like almost communicate with each other, like kind of like human beings like us today. It's like I always thought that Kong should be like, okay kid, just show me the way, all right? That was like one of my favorite moments and all that. And also, yes. So anyway, let's talk about Godzilla in this film. We all know that Godzilla has been fighting with other titans or kaijus and around the world. Whenever time there's some kaijus appear, the Godzilla just goes and fights them, and because he is man's protector and all that, and then suddenly he's just like goes around on the surface on some open land space, and he's trying to find some radiation and to find, and then some armaments that don't know what he's doing, and he thought he was going back on his rampage again, and then they let out some gesture to fire at Godzilla. They thought he was back to destruction again, like kind of like in the previous film. It said, "Oh no, Godzilla's gone bad. Let's just kill him and fire at will," and all that. But Godzilla was just trying to looking for some new radiation to be charged, and we all learned that why he's in his evolved form with all the pink dorsal fins and all that, and the pink atomic breath. We all know why he become that form. He wasn't going into cocoon stage. We found out in the Arctic that he went there, that he found some weird pinkish radiation on the bottom of the ice. I think it was in some kind of ice cave, actually, in underwater, but yeah, unless you want to call it that. I mean, yeah, so he went there after he fought the last kaiju he fought. I mean, he just went there. He just goes in there, just laying down in, and he just absorbs the radiation to power up, like kind of like you're charging a phone and all that. And also, I love the way Godzilla just takes a nap in that buildings, in that Olympus building, which names I forgot. I forgot what it's called. So, okay, so that's all pretty much I say about this film. So before I wrapped it up, I just want to say this is another spoiler for they actually brought back another classic Godzilla kaiju monster in it. They actually brought back the Queen of Monsters, Mothra. Yeah, Mothra is in this film, and people didn't even notice, and they didn't even announce it in public. Mothra is going to be in this film. I mean, I know that Mothra is they didn't make her as a public figure or one of the Playmate figures for this film. I bet they didn't do it because they want to keep it as a surprise. They want to surprise guests saying, oh, they're like, no way, Mothra is back? Yeah, so Mothra is in a Kong film with Godzilla. So this is like the first Kong film they ever feature Mothra. Yeah, they have Mothra and Kong together in this film. I mean, I know that people thought, like, back then, they were going to have Kong had to be in a film with Mothra, which is going to be for Ebra Horror of the Deep, which is my favorite one. And we know that Kong is going to fight Ebra and Mothra's in it, but it never happened. But this is the first Kong film that ever had Mothra. Yeah, so Mothra is back and in this film. So, well, that's all I have to say about this. And let me tell you this again, that I love the film, that I saw with my girlfriend, and the movie was great and all that. And I loved how Godzilla and Kong are fighting again in the Cairo, Egypt, and they started to fight, and then later they got along again, kind of like in the last film. And so yeah, so I love this film. I give this a 10 out of 10. And so thank you all for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought videos and more kaiju podcast episodes coming soon.